Hey everybody, this is Adam with Adam Bomb Breaks, and it's time to do another review. See the books behind me? Topps Chrome Update. They changed it last year. They changed it a little more this year. It's now a full-blown set like any flagship we would get. But is it for the better? Especially because of the price. Let's check it all out. Let's go! Topps Chrome Update. So there's your Jason Dominguez. You can look at him in his debut. What are the formats this year? How much did they produce? How rare are the base cards? We'll also look at the hit odds per format, auto odds, cost per hit, and we're going to do a comparison to 2023 as well as the other years. But 2023 really matters because once they changed it all, when it wasn't just mega boxes, that's kind of the only true apples to apples comparison. Anything else is kind of just not going to be worth it. All right, what are the formats? We have a hobby box, 24 packs, 4 cards per pack, 6 box cases, 1 auto, nothing different there. Jumbo, 12 packs, 11 cards per pack, 8 box cases, 3 autos. Nothing different there from last year. Now, if you look at a hobby compared to Flagship has 12 box cases, so it is a little different. They didn't probably want to do this because these are coming out at 200 plus per box, whereas those you can get, around the $100 range. Some years here lately, not so much. Mega box is really just a blaster. 7 packs, 4 cards per pack, 20 box cases. 7 and 4. I know this is what the old megas used to be, but the old megas used to be 20 bucks. These are 50. We do get 10 X Fractors, 2 ray waves per box, plus prisms and probably some refractors too. So it's going to be loaded with parallels. Hint, hint. Breaker's Delight, this is the one that probably be harder to find and really expensive. 1 pack, 12 cards per pack, 6 box cases, 2 autos, and 3 numbered cards per box. Only the hits, please. Everything is a refractor. We will see that they did a little bit of changing on the Breaker's Delight to make it a little bit more rare. What is in the set? 200 base cards. Was 220 last year. They brought it back to 200. In the past, I want to say it was a lot less than that. We will look, though. I have a slide on that. So here's all your parallels. They added some new ones. They made a whole ray wave parallel that you can only get in mega boxes. So there's a lot of like blacks, reds, gold, orange. You can see them all over there. Green ray waves, blue, though, aqua. Those are only going to be found in the mega boxes. Again. Kind of nice. Also, you're going to have image variations. There's 25 in that. You're going to get 1 of those per 7.5 boxes, so a little over a case hit. Megas, same thing, a little over a case hit, 27 boxes. Green, gold, orange, black, red, and superfractor are your parallels. Insert sets, 19 insert sets, 7 base, 12 short prints. This is where a big change hit. We used to only get like maybe 2 insert sets, 3 insert sets, and about 4 auto sets. So again, we'll do all the comparison here in a little bit. All-Star Game, Stratospheric, Youthquake, 1989 Topps, Future Stars, all etch rookies. You can see the numbers in those sets, and all of these have the same parallels: green, gold, orange, black, red, and superfractor. Makes it kind of easy, right? Celebration. 20 in that set. The base cards are numbered to 99. They're 1 per 38 cases of hobby. They're pretty dang rare. Parallels are gold, orange, black, red, and superfractor. And that is an image variation, I believe. It's one of the ones they put out. It is number 1 out of 16, so I'm totally confused. There's nothing on any checklist that says to 16, so I don't know. Inserts, more. These are all short printed. Crushed Diamond Dominance, which is a Mega Box exclusive. So they have their own case hit too. Radiating Rookies, Helix, Major League Minis, Sizzle, Major League Illustrations, Home Field Advantage, and then they all have a parallel of a Superfractor. Let's Go Topps Chrome Expose. They have a little bit more of a rainbow. They have a red to 5. But this is what you're kind of wondering, how rare are these? Radiating Rookies, you're going to get, these are all in hobby boxes. You're going to get 1 in 22 boxes. Not awful. Home Field Advantage, 1 in 34 boxes. Crushed, 1 in 42. Diamond Dominance, that's probably the one I like the best because it's only a couple and a half cases. Feels like you have the best opportunity there. And then the most rare is going to be the Expose and the Major League Illustrations. Illustrations, I'm guessing, is like a drawing card, but I'm not real for sure. A characterization of somebody. All right, autos. 147. These used to be pretty much all rookies, besides the other sets. They sprinkled in some vets. There's probably 10 to 15 to 20 vets. I started counting, and when I got to 10, I was like, okay, there's more than I thought. So that was a little interesting. And these aren't the vets that you want. This isn't like Vladdy and Tatis and Pete and Judge and Ohtani. Nope. It's like sophomore guys that you really aren't interested in. Maybe Justin Steele, because it kind of feels like maybe the ones that they didn't have an update last year, they put in this one. I did not see Volpe, though. Well, Volpe had autos last year, so I'm not real for sure. I have no clue the rhyme or reason they did there. But you can see the color parallel window. Pretty standard there. The black and white mini diamonds are exclusive to, I think, Jumbos. And then you, of course, see there is a green there. And the green is exclusive to Mega Boxes. 2024 All-Star Autos, 26 of those. X-Fractor, gold, orange, black, red, Superfractor. So that is a very common parallel window that they had in the past for the All-Stars. Chrome Legends, 89 Topps, Future Stars, 3 of them here. You have orange, black, red, red. Well, we did 2 reds there, and Superfractor. There's only 4. Chrome Legends does have printing plates as well. All etched rookies. You can see there 8 and 15 in those sets of quite rare. Gold, orange, black, red. I get it again. Copy paste errors. So this just has an additional gold. And then also you have the debut patches. Last year there was maybe 60. This year there's 251. Does make it a lot more easy to pull those one-on-ones when there's, 4 or 5 times as many, but it also means that there's not going to be as many people that you want, even though last year there was kind of a bad checklist besides Volpe and Jordan Walker, who turned out to be a meh player. And more autos. You have the duals and the triples. One thing I'll note here, dual autos, there's 24 of them in the checklist. Triple autos, there's 54. That's a lot. Usually these are like 10, 12. So there's a lot of people in these sets, which is interesting to me because that's not normally how Topps does it. And they have these chrome rookie lava lamps. There's 22 specimens in that, and I think this is a lava lamp. It looks pretty much like one. I'm guessing this is the aqua blue to 175 of Yamamoto. And you can see there are kind of some different numbering on those because they're kind of mixing the black and the red together, the green and the yellow. Interesting. I kind of dig it. All right, back of the box. Of course, you can find all these odds on Topps.com. You can literally put Topps.com/odds, and it will probably pull it up, or just Topps.com odds in Google, and you go straight to the page that has all of them. It's kind of hard to find otherwise. You can find the individual odds, but if you want a listing of all the different products they have odds on, that's how you can do that. All right, you've seen the numbers before. Again, it's just kind of multiplying across how many cards are in the set, how rare are they, how many packs does it take, and then what is it numbered to. That will give you a production, as long as you know that they're not produced across multiple sets. like some in Mega, some in Jumbo, some in Breakers Delight. If they're in all four, it's really hard to figure out a production. But since Tops is nice and they kind of do specials for each one, we can't figure out the production of each one. And here you go. There's a nice Radiating Rookies of Paul Skeens as well. Tops Hobby, 157 boxes, 1,000 boxes. Jumbo, 33,000. Breakers Delight, 42,000. Megas / Blasters, really the same thing, 353,000. And you can see the cases as well. That doesn't mean much, right? You're looking at it, okay, what does that mean, Adam? This is last year's 150 or 101,000 hobby boxes. So you had a 50% increase in hobby. Jumbo, flat. Breakers Delight, look at this. Probably a 30% decrease there. That's nice because you still see a lot of Breakers Delight from last year available. I've seen them as low as like 150, 140, and now they sell out quickly at that. But normally you can find them in the 160 range. Not that they're bad from last year, it's just they produced too much of it. And the Blasters and the Megas, you can see there was almost a doubling of those. Now they did produce a lot more stuff in them. I think they will sell well, and there's going to be a good supply of them. I just don't like the price tag, $50 a pop. If they were down to 40, that would be a little more palatable. But 50 is kind of rough. Total production. Okay, so we went across and said, okay, these are all the cards that were produced. We know how many packs were produced, how many cards are in each pack. And then we said, okay, how many of those are actually inserts? And you can see there's the inserts. And then we also included all the removal of all the autos and all of the parallels. And you get a base card produced. And you see that in the middle white line. 24 million cards. It's kind of a lot for a Chrome set, if you ask me. Divide that by 200. That means each base card is numbered to 120,000. This is on par with a normal flagship paper set. It's a little crazy. Base cards are going to be worthless. Really, they're going to be $1. You got an Elliott, might be worth $5. Or a Skeens, probably not. Once it gets down to it, it'll probably be worth like $2 or $3. In 2023, it was about 50,000 each. I went back and looked at my numbers there. Huge increase. Of course, we saw it, the production increase. We saw, because of the increase in hobby, 50%, almost doubling of blasters. It makes sense. You put that many more boxes, you're going to water down the base. Unless you start pulling cards out, and people aren't going to like that. Comparing it past years. So here you go. This is the hobby boxes. You can see a steady increase. Now 2022, I put the asterisk because that's when they came out with the megas and the hobbies. The thing is all those packs were actually the same. They had the same hit odds. They just put them in a box of 20 or 24 for the hobby box, whereas you only got like 8 in the other. Makes sense. The next year, of course, you see a huge drop, but again, that's just hobby boxes. It's not overall. But then you see the huge tick up, 55% from 2023 to 2024. Okay. So let's go back and just look at megas, because that's kind of apples to apples across everything. The only problem is 2022, I can't tell the difference between megas and hobbies, so I kind of left that out. But you can see there was a huge increase in 2022. You can look at over at the packs total produced. You could say they're all mega box packs. There we go. Spit it out. You can see the increase. It was 4 times, 200% increase. But again, some were considered hobby, which just didn't guarantee, but I never had a box that didn't have a numbered card or an auto. Then when you come into 2023, technically you went down, but again, you spread it out. Now you have jumbos, you have Breakers Delight, and you still have blaster boxes. So this is actually the blaster box production. So that number dips. Now we're almost back up to 2021 production of megas. And we have all these other formats. Dang. Topps is on a money run here. I think they see the Skeens dollar signs and they are taking advantage of it, as well as the rest of the rookie class. Pretty good rookie class this year, and some potential with guys being hurt and such. Comparing to past years, and this is kind of the variation, the parallels, you can see we went up from the 100 card base set in 2022 to 200. Used to get everything in a mega. Pretty much you can get all the good players, at least a debut or a base rookie card of them. Now you don't. 2023 made it worse, went up to 220. At least they came back to 200 this time. They did dump more parallels in there. You can see pre-2022, we are almost 3 times the amount of parallels. Makes it juicy for us to open. A lot of those players we don't want, but it is what it is. We got to live with it. So let's look at this. This is kind of the auto look, okay? You can always see there's been a steady increase in autos. In 2022, it got really junky. You pull an auto and it's like, oh, great. I got some guy that doesn't play. Or Jesse Winker. No problem with Jesse Winker. I love him for the Mets. Not somebody you want to pull out of update. They used to be primarily rookies. You'd have some that weren't. Your base autos were all rookies. They have changed that. Now you can see, if you go across all the insert sets, all the base sets, 545 different autos. Number of 11 sets and 147 base autos. So we went down on the base autos. So you have a better chance of getting the guys you want compared to 2023, but nothing compared to 2021, where you actually got guys you wanted. Of course, the set was kind of watered down because there wasn't greater rookies in 2021, but you can just see the increase. You see where they're going. We're going to make it more plentiful, more hits. The hits just aren't going to be worth as much. What is this really going to do to the overall product? The price is probably not going to change. People are still going to want it because they're going to be juicy, but you're not going to get the people you want. I'm just wondering what the singles market will look like. Are we going to be flooded with a bunch of autos that are trash, $3 autos? Probably so. There's a nice Ellie De La Cruz. This looks like the Red Wave auto. And you can see here, they produce more hobby boxes. Now, I'll put an asterisk by this. The 2 numbers that I was using that were only for hobby were really, really weird. One was super, super high, and one was a little lower than last year. I knew it wasn't lower than last year, so I'd actually averaged the 2. I wish I had more of a sample size, but there was only 2 hobby parallel sets that we could use for production calculation. But you're talking either it's here or it's going to be around Series 2 and the 100,000 range. It's not that big of a difference when it comes down to it. But I think it's more along the lines right where we're at as the most produced hobby set of the year over Series 1. Holy shnikes. Hit odds. Okay. So if you did all this overproduction, what do the hit odds look like? Per pack, about 15 to 6, well, it's really 16% chance to get a hit. That's a numbered card, a short print, case hit, image variation, or an auto. And there you go. Boxes, you're going to get about 3.8. So they're not bad. So you're going to get one auto and then 3 parallels, maybe 2. Box odds for jumbo, about a 50% chance in each pack, and you're going to get almost 6 parallels per box. Not too shabby. Breaker's Delight, 4.5. So you're going to get 4 to 5. You're going to get your 2 autos, your 3 other hits, pretty much. I don't know why it's 4.5. It should be right at 5 because we know those are guaranteed. Pack odds in a mega box, 13%. Not much off from a hobby box when you really think about it. You just don't have as many packs. And you're getting basically a hit per mega box, which is back to the old style. So you would open a mega box and you'd expect to get either a auto or a numbered card. Now, it didn't happen all the time. Go back and watch all of our openings of 2019 Topps Chrome update, but in the group breaks. But in general, you're going to get one. Now, auto odds. Here you're going to see you get your 1, you get your 2 in Breaker's Delight. Jumbo was weird. it only was giving us like a 1.8. So it felt like they messed up on the base auto odds, because the non-base odds sound about right. You're going to get one non-base per box. Non-base auto odds on hobby's pretty sweet though, 77% of the time. So a lot of the time you're going to get a parallel in hobby more often than not, which is interesting. Whereas jumbo, you're going to get your two base and probably one other. And as you can see here, that non-base auto odds is completely wrong there on the mega box. It's less than 10%. That is a copy paste error. But you have autos over here, Breakers Delight 2, and you're going to get almost both of those. You have a 40% chance of both of those being non-base. So, and just to follow up, I did look at it, and it's right at 10% of the time, non-base autos out of Mega. So, I just took a second. Editing, you won't see any of this, but about 10% of the time. So, that's 0.102. So, pretty good odds, truthfully, that if you pull an auto, it's going to be a non-base. Looks like most of the base autos are going to be in jumbo. Interesting. Now the hit odds in comparison to 2023. Box odds went up. Box odds in jumbo went up, but it's artificial. I'm not real for sure. The auto odds just don't add up to me. But you can see over here, you do have basically another hit coming out of hobby per box. Breakers Delight, again, a increase towards the better. Megas increase towards the better. The only difference here is the auto odds are a little worse in 2024 versus 2023 by about 3%. Not huge. All right. Cost per. You're going to find these on Tops and Fanatics right now for 200. Everywhere else they're about 220 to 225. So you can kind of see what your cost per hit and cost per auto is, 50 and 200 ish. Jumbo, they're right around 400 to 420, 75, $80 per a hit, and 140 or so, 130 to 140 per auto. Not the greatest, but you'll see the auto odds probably are the best. Not probably, they are. Mega boxes, this is where I kind of like it, because you're getting all those parallels. Now granted, X-Fractor, because they made so many, is not going to be that good, guys. They just made too many boxes. I didn't go through and show all that, but the X-Fractors, I want to say, are numbered to like 15,000, 20,000. A lot higher than they've been in the past, just because they made a ton of them. But then you also have the Ray Waves. The Ray Waves are nice. Less than 2,000 per. So, you're only getting 2 of those instead of 10. So it does matter. But you can see the mega boxes. Oh my goodness. Those are backwards. Mega box and Breakers Delight. The tabs are on the wrong spot. I just now noticed that. Oopsie. So the mega boxes, even though it says Breakers Delight, that's mega boxes on your right, Breakers Delight on your left. And you can see mega boxes are not where you want to go for your autos, but the cost per hit is the best that you're going to find. So you're not going to get a Paul Skeens auto probably out of one. That's go for your Breakers Delight, or Jumbo is actually better. But there's some pretty nice stuff in there. You can see Breakers Delight, about $70. They're going for about $320 is what I found. So $70 and $170. It's the best bang for your buck, and that's what you expected. I'm going to stick with probably Hobby and Mega here. So last year was a huge change in the product. This year is more of the same. Increase in production, increase in number of insert sets, increase in number of auto sets. It's got a little out of hand, but they're making it a full-blown top set. They're not holding back anything. They did the same thing with Chrome. They've added a lot more to it. It used to be fairly simple with the autos and the insert sets. Production increase for Hobby and Mega. Mega was really big, but the hit odds are still good. Again, they added a lot of parallels, so they're still going to be fairly juicy. Jumbo is pretty similar to last year, while Breakers Delight was cut in production, so I think those will be even better than you expect. Again, it is a higher price of entry. So my take, hobby and makers are the way I'm going to go in the group breaks, and personally, my only issue is the increase in cost. But they're taking advantage of inflation. Maybe things will change. I don't know. I realize this is all based on how correct and incorrect the box odds are. And this is my number. 7.5 out of 10. I think it would have been a lot higher if the price was lower. The floor on this being low, and I say it's more than decent potential, but the floor on this being low is because of the cost. It's going to be hard to recoup that. But let me know your thoughts. If you haven't subscribed to us, subscribe now. We do this for basically all the Topps offerings that come out for baseball. As football and basketball continue to release in Topps, we will do that for them as well. Hit the notification bell so you're notified when we have any new content. We also do group breaks. We have a website. We have a Facebook page. Website's kind of up under construction, but you can go check it out, bookmark it, and I'll let you know when we start running breaks off of it. But anyways, thank you for any support you can give us. And as always, be kind, be nice to those around you, and peace out.